Bye, shelter. Now I gotta walk down these fucking steps and try not to die. Ooh, ooh. Did it! Yay! Today is day 68, I believe, of our hike. We left the Angels Rest Hiker Hostel yesterday and just did like the 7 miles to the shelter. We left at like 2:30. It was great, but it's pretty rainy and cold. We've been like walking in and out of clouds, or well, we haven't been walking yet. We've been seeing clouds like come across, you know, and then drift off. It's been kind of cool, but it doesn't look like the hiking is too bad today. We were just gonna go to the next shelter, the Pine Swamp Branch shelter, but it is closed still because of falling limbs, although No Name said that all that shit's been cleared away. They just haven't approved it again. I walked past the trail. They haven't approved it, you know, for staying in yet for we don't fucking know what reason. But here, do you guys want to see the view? Show y'all right quick, and I'm be hiking. So we're going to the second shelter. That was the moral of that story. It's like a 16-mile day, but okay. Here's the view. My boot. That one wasn't so bad. But just past, I guess where some protesters have been. I took some photos. I guess they've been protesting a pipeline that they're trying to put in. I don't know. I guess I'll have to do some research. I don't know if the pipeline's supposed to be on the AT or like go under it or like beside it or what exactly. But they called themselves AT protectors, so I'm guessing it has something to do with that. But look at all these fucking tracks from the machines making shit so much more muddy than it needs to be. But you know, whatevs. But yeah, it's been pretty good hiking today. So far, I think we've probably done around 4 miles by now. We're at about 2 miles an hour, a little, maybe 2.2, you know, a little more than 2 miles an hour. Ooh, Bay is gonna love this. He's probably gonna hike over there in the grass because he has trail runners and not boots that can handle this shit. Yeah, that's right. Although my boots kind of hurt. Speaking of shoes, I started out in boots, wearing these Loas. They're a size 7, and I think I'm usually like 6.5. So I just got a half size bigger, and they were going pretty well. I mean, when I first started, they hurt a lot because they weren't broken in, and then I learned how to tie them better. If you look, I skipped the whole first loop. Give my toes a little bit more room, but I learned how to tie them better, and that helped. And then they were good. Yeah, they were really comfy. I could get through like a bunch of mud and water and shit. My feet wouldn't get wet. I even walked through like a waterfall and my feet barely got wet. But they're too small now. My feet barely have like any room in them. And then when we were going into Damascus, I got those shin splints. I got the shin splints, and then after that, we were resting, whatever, and we went into a store, and I found some Ultras that were on sale, which Stickers has Ultras, and they should basically be paying him for how much he like is like, yeah, you should get Ultras, they're the best, all the time. So you wanted me to try some of those. They fit my feet pretty well, or so I thought, but walking in them, like my ankles didn't have as much support as the boots, and I trip and fall just like all the time. And then also, they like, every single little thing I stepped on, I just felt to the very like core of my being. Every single rock, you know, every single root, they just like were killing my feet. And in the boots, ooh, this mud's getting real slippery. Here we go. And in the boots, like I still feel the rocks, but not like that. And my feet hurt at the end of the day, but then usually by the morning, you know, I'm good to go. But with the trail runners, they just did not ever feel good again. But I wore them probably for like a week. I wore them from when we left out of Damascus to Bear Garden Hostel. God, this mud, like Jesus. Cheese and rice, guys. Cheese and rice. Can't even. But, yeah, so then I would sometimes wear my boots. And then when they started hurting, they were giving me blisters. My feet were so squished in there. My toes, I got like a blister on my big toe. My pinky toe kind of hurt a little bit, but there wasn't a blister yet. But then one day we stopped for lunch at Dismal Falls, and I had taken off I left my pack on the trail because it was like a blue blaze down a ways. So I left my pack on the trail and walked down with just the stuff I would need for lunch. And I took my shoes and socks off to soak my feet in the cold water. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to re-tape up my blisters. So it's like, oh, I'll just put on just my Darn Toughs because I was wearing the Injinji's toe liner and I didn't want to have to deal with getting each individual little toe in there. And so, but when I just had just the Darn Toughs, there was so much more room in the boots. It was amazing. Like, seriously. Like, mind-blowing. An epiphany. So, once I learned that I could wear the boots with just one pair of socks, and they didn't squish my feet in so much, that's what I've been doing since Dismal Falls, and they've been feeling pretty awesome. I did order some new boots from REI. I got them in an 8.5, so I have plenty of room, because also it's been hasn't been that hot, so my feet haven't been super sweaty, because I know when they're super sweaty, like, that's when you're more likely to get a blister because they're wet and all that kind of stuff. And even though it wasn't super sweaty, it was still, my feet, socks, shoes all smell way worse without liners. So I do want to wear my liners again. But I will just have to wait till I get the new shoes. But my feet feel pretty awesome for the time being, which is, you know, the whole point of that babbling for 7 minutes. Okay, bye now. You guys, the sun keeps trying to come out and it makes me really happy. Hopefully it breaks through and all the clouds will go away and the rain will stop and it'll be amazing. Yay. Look what's happening. The sun is coming out. The sky is turning blue. Yeah. We're 1.1 miles away! Yay! This looks really cool. I like the logs and the moss on the logs. Bye! Ah! Fuck this puddle of water. God.